Did she catch anything? I'll take a motion to read over.
I'll make a motion to read.
A second.
Commissioner Braxton, second by Melody. Braxton.
Yay.
Bubba.
Yay.
Melody.
Yay.
David.
Yay.
Motion passes 4-0. We're back in regular session.
And agenda item number 11 was consideration of entering into an executive session and regarding our legal dispute with Crosslands heavy contractors with respect to Lakeside Drive Overlay Project. And I will accept a motion to, 1, approve the settlement offer, 2, authorize legal counsel and city manager to finalize the settlement agreement, and 3, authorize the mayor to sign the final settlement agreement.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Commissioner Bubba, second by Braxton. Braxton.
Yay.
Bubba.
Yay.
Melody.
Yay.
David.
Yay.
Motion passes 4-0.
Okay. Yeah. Go back to agenda item number 5.
That was what I was doing.
Turn that off.
We're having trouble hearing what any of you say.
Yeah, I thought everybody has their microphones turned.
Yes.
It's very difficult to hear.
Okay, testing, is that better? Testing, is that better?
Not great. We didn't speak.
You want me to eat this?
I'm sorry, David, I'm home.
That's okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
That
Just like,
Okay, here we go. Agenda item number 5, consideration of resolution 08-12-2024 Bravo, updating the fee schedule for solicitation permits.
Yes, sir. What we're proposing to do is to update our solicitation permit fees for advertising distributors, peddlers, and solicitors. A 1-day permit is $30 per person, 3 consecutive days is $75 per person, 7 consecutive days is $100 per person. This will update, we're in section 42 of resolution 82101, so it's been 23 years since we updated. Those fees were $25 a day, $50 weekly, $75 monthly, and $100 annually. The way that marketing digital communications are, door-to-door salesman is less likely. So this just kind of puts a tighter time crunch on the time frame that their permit is good for. And if they want to come and solicit every day in the village, they can buy 52 7 consecutive day permits. In addition to this, which is not part of the resolution, is our solicitation permits. We've changed those. We require full information and an OSBI background check. The OSBI background check includes a name search, violent offender check, and sex offender check. Once we get the OSBI record back, it will be reviewed by the village police department. And they will also be required to post a $2,000 surety. So we want to make sure that the people that are going door to door through their neighborhoods are legitimate and do not have criminal, violent offender, or sex offender issue.
Question.
Yes.
I didn't know my roof was in such a bad shape until the roof was started.
Yeah.
Second. And of course, they knock at my door, and the minute they do, I said, well, I'm Mr. Jacob, do you have a permit? You go, yeah, my boss has it. I said, no, I don't want that. You have a permit? Well, I think he's got it. I said, I tell you what, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna call the police, and then the rest put you out of the village. You have to be showing the permit, or you have to tell me why you don't have a permit and you can't be doing this. Is that correct?
That is correct, and with this, the former one had an additional helper, and each vehicle in excess of one person. This requires every individual to have said permit, so if you have 5 people that come work for the same company, for a one-day permit, that'll be $150 total, plus the background checks, plus the flash reports.
Okay, and they have an OSBI check before they're issued a permit?
We've required an OSBI background check for we will issue a permit.
So that could take you a day or two?
No,
Yeah, I think it takes like 24 to 48 hours.
Generally, it's the same day, if you don't have anything on there. It might be a few people that come back, but,
Have you had people coming through here applying permits? Most of these people we're seeing out there without permits.
generally, most of the solicitors that we observe are registered with Oklahoma City, and they don't realize that they're in the village. Many of them will come up to get the permit once they're notified, some just opt to go back to Oklahoma City.
Well, I don't know, but some of these people are scared. You know, and then, if you're a single lady or something, these people come to your door, I wouldn't hesitate to ask them if they have a permit. I think that's just part of it, that sits them in a different mode.
I don't
They're not gonna rush you as bad.
Notice that we have a correlation in petty crime, break-ins, every time we have solicitors.
Because it's been on my mind for quite a while.
You guys brought it up earlier, we've been working on it, and this is our end result.
It's good.
We implemented the fee schedule, and then Ken reminded me that it was already set by prior resolutions, and this updates the fee schedule and allows planning director to make changes in the application as needed.
You know, I have a question on that, and I don't know if there is a way to do this, but for instance, where I work, our company, every door is secure. So anytime there's somebody working on the building, there's a public website that says who is authorized to be roaming around the building that day. Is there any type of bulletin board or anything digitally on the village website where once they have the permit, the city can say, these are the people that are authorized to solicit today? So that if somebody's knocking on Jane's door and they say, oh yeah, we have a permit, Jane can go online and say, oh, no, you don't, goodbye. So is there anything that we can do once they have the permit for us to post them where this community can see it?
No, I don't think so. This will be required to carry that said permit with them.
So they have to physically have it on them, right?
Yeah, I'll probably post this on the website, what you're ready to do, so people,
I don't have the staff capacity right now to handle that, and I can certainly would leave something on longer than it would be.
Well, I mean, just the new ordinance.
The new ordinance will be
I
on
have to
there.
have John do it.
I would say not what she was saying necessarily, like for the individual companies or organizations that are in the village working. I think what he's saying is what we're showing right here be added to our website.
It is on the list.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
You had a question?
Take the last.
Yeah, I don't have a question, I have a comment. So my elderly mother lives in this community, and we have called numerous times because we've already posted no solicitation. We have very large signs, they're in red, they're at the front door. These people are coming, banging on the door. One of them actually tried to film me in the inside of our home. Some of them are realtors who claim to live in this neighborhood. Some of them are roofers. One of the gentlemen who acted like he was soliciting was actually arrested in Yukon doing the same thing to a Yukon police officer because the police officer answered the door. I was told when I called the office that the only one that has this permit is Salazar Roofing. And just in the last month, we've probably had 15 people bang on her door. Some of the people are rude. Some of them are like, screw you, because she does the same thing. I will call the police department, you're not showing me your permit, because we've been advised that's what we're supposed to do. But what is the enforcement of this? Who is actually going to remove these people that are unsafe? Some of them have actually tried to open her screen door. So I have real reservation about the application of this, because, you know, by the time the police show up sometime, they're long gone. And you do have a larger elderly community. And so some of them are a little, you know, I've done Meals on Wheels on both sides of the community, and some of them will willingly open the door, right? And that's who I worry for. I don't worry for us who are sitting here who are active and participating. I worry for those that are the 70 or 80-year-olds that have the caretakers, that, you know, have family taking care of them in this community, and do actually fear these people. And they are doing things that are not normal. Recording, banging on the door, even though there are signs out front. So what actions do we take to help kind of prevent these kind of rogue? Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, what is the enforcement of it?
Every
Like,
time-
what happens?
Every time I've ever called dispatch, they sent somebody out right away to remove them.
But we can have a discussion after the meeting, if that's okay, but the residents, our police need to be advised. If you're the first one, well, then it'll take a little time for the policeman to get there, you know, like 5 minutes, or depending on what else they're doing.
That would take that long. That would be less response time.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
We have the fastest response time.
Yeah, we did.
And if 2 or 3 neighbors are calling as well, the policeman will be there.
And do they get removed? Do they get stuck? What happens for this regulation?
This discussion item for this resolution, I think the trust are straight from top.
Yeah, our police will take care of it. Just as a blanket. But we can talk after the meeting is over, if you'd like.
Who did they apply for the permit? Who, is that,
The company has to apply for
I understand that, but did they apply, which way do they use that?
Is it administration, building code?
Building code.
Building code.
The building goes in between.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
Councilman, any other questions? Okay.
Again, this resolution is amending the updating schedule to the solicitation.
I'll take a motion to.
I move to, okay. I move to update the fee schedule.
And a second.
Second.
I'll second. All right.
Very good.
Braxton,
Just flip that around, Dave.
Braxton?
Braxton,
Oh, yay.
Bubba,
Yeah.
Melody,
Yay.
David,
Yeah.
motion passes 4-0.
I'm still on vacation.
He just came in from the airport. Okay, agenda item number 6, consideration resolution 08/12/2024 Delta regarding the lease purchase of 5 lease patrol vehicles with DD Bank.
Yes, sir, it's purchased 5 Dodge Durangos 2024 with an outfit in order to serve as patrol vehicles, and this will accomplish our goal of ensuring that every officer has access to a vacant vehicle that's within the prescribed radius.
Any questions? Comments?
I think whatever the,
And this was an approved budget item also.
Yes, sir, this is budget capital improvement fund.
I make a motion to approve.
Second?
Motion by Bubba, second by Melody, Braxton,
yay.
Bubba.
Yay.
Melody,
Yay.
David.
Yay.
Motion passes 4-0.
And a side trivia question, does anybody know what RCD stands for?
Richardson County,
Say again?
Richardson County Bank.
Rogers.
Rogers.
Rogers, thank you.
That's okay. You were close.
That's out by Tulsa,
Yeah,
right?
that's correct. Okay, consider, agenda item number 7, consideration of resolution 08-2024 ECHO regarding ratifying amendments
to ACOG agreement.
Yes, sir. The Association of Central Oklahoma Government Board of Directors on May 30th approved amendments that have been highlighted in the attached. Mayor, you sit on that?
I do sit on
I
that.
think it was just more of an updating and bringing
Yeah.
things up to time from last month. The 1983 document was amended to bring us up to 2024. We looked for everything on the staff side, so we from the revision, and discussed it today.
It's, and this is a really good organization to be a part of, so. Y'all have any questions?
I make a motion to, regarding the ratifying agreement, amendments for ACOG agreement.
I'll second.
Okay.
Second by Braxton.
Yes.
Braxton,
Yes.
Bubba,
Yeah.
Nellie,
Yay.
David,
Okay.
motion passes 4-0.
Agenda item number, discussion regarding presentation update from the Village Arts, Village Arts League. Yeah, this is John Simpson to start.
Yes, okay, hello. All right, so real quick clarification, the state of Oklahoma requires us to use like several keywords in independent nonprofits. So the one we settled with was the Village Arts Association. So unfortunately, they would not let us use league. But, so, hello again, my name is John Sousa, for everyone who doesn't know me. I am the chairman of the Village Arts Association, and I'd like to update you all on the status of our organization. TVAA is making great strides, and I'm happy to inform you that we're now a certified 501c3 nonprofit organization. Yes, we are recognized by the state of Oklahoma and have also completed our bylaws. The Village Arts Association board includes myself as chairman, Kathy Tigner, who could be here tonight. She is going to be the board treasurer. Mark Ayers, who is going to be the recording secretary, and Tara Ayers, who is going to serve as the artist outreach director over there. And my wife Audrey is going to serve as the children's outreach director. There are also other members who don't want to serve on the board, but they are going to share their wealth of experience with us. All of our members are committed to the organization's success, and I'm happy to report we already have some events scheduled. We'll be holding our first event, which is an outdoor movie, on October 17th at the Village Green, which is on the north side of the Village Library. Recording secretary Mark Ayers has volunteered not only his time, but also his personal audiovisual equipment to make this evening possible. The title of the movie is still to be announced because we're partnering with the Village Library, and so they're using a system called Canopy, and so it changes, the movies are allowed to license changes from month to month, so we won't really know until the beginning of October which movies we can show. So at the beginning of October, we will announce the movie, and we hope to make the outdoor films a recurring community event. We also have a November event that I am looking for you all to see if we can set up at the City Plaza. It's going to be Councilmember John Allen's band, who's going to set the perform there. And they're called An Old Perfect Body. They play jazz, they're sort of like a cover band for all kinds of different things, like the Beatles, Metallica, they jazz. And it's, they're really cool.
What's the date for that?
November 22nd, that is tentative. We're gonna make sure we've got everything, our ducks in a row, but yeah, November 22nd is when we're trying. We're also in the preliminary stages of planning a fall 2025 arts festival for our city. Our artist outreach director, Tara Ayers, has been actively gathering information and making connections with artists and community members throughout the metro area who can help make the festival possible. Our children's outreach director, Audrey Sousa, is also organizing a regular arts and crafts experience for our local village youth, ensuring that little ones in our community have access to the arts. We have a website. You can visit us at www.tvaok.org.
And are those all cap letters? Or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But yeah, it's usually lowercase, but it doesn't matter. We also have,
TVA, okay?
yes, .org.
Thank you.
TVA.
So one more time, it's www.tvaok, all one word, .org. We also have a Facebook page, even though it's up by the Village Arts Association. Our Instagram and Threads is villagearts_OK. Yeah, that's it. We also have all of our social media at the bottom, so you can see it's Twitter and things, so you can, that's also an easier way to find it. Yeah. It'd be a perfect body, not a more perfect body.
No,
There's a council member who done to not be here today, probably because I was embarrassing.
He is.
Oh, yes, he'd much rather be here for the agreement.
Sorry, John, for listening. Okay. We also have a Twitter, TVAA, so you just Twitter, or X, I guess, .com/TVAA. I apologize for the differences, the internet's kind of a blank flag situation. So yeah, all of our social media links can be found on Twitter at the bottom of our website. Village Arts Association's next meeting is going to be September 21st at 2 p.m. at the Village Library. We welcome anyone who is interested in becoming involved with the Village Arts Association. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you and making our city a brighter and more participative community.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item number 9, discussion regarding presentation and overview of the Oklahoma Open Meetings Act.
Is your internet?
No, it's not there.
It froze.
Do you think John's watching?
John, watching, I'm texting us.
Yeah, John, text one of us if you're watching. Otherwise, I hope you're having sweet dreams.
Came to this.
Yeah, that's. We'll catch up eventually. Yes.
Pitting or something.
You know, my son, I ran in some run thing on a Saturday.
Color.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I had some of the agenda packets and I read every single word on it. Just want to kind of highlight some of these ideas with you, as well as inform our audience that we're not making changes because we're being rude, but unless we want to pay fines and go to jail in violation of the Open Meeting Act. So kind of what we're going to briefly review here, the requirements of the Act, actions that must be taken before the meeting, procedures during the meeting, and consequences ensuing for violations of the Act. Just highlighted some key components is the first reading of the Act is an embodiment of the policy of encouraging citizen understanding and involvement in government. The second, this broad policy may be important because the Act itself is quite brief and contains a number of general provisions that are difficult to interpret. That's one. Has some idea of the policy underlying the Act as a whole. The second way of doing it is the technical rules with which public bodies must strictly comply. And this is important because it will become apparent that public bodies' failure to comply with one of the Act's requirements may render the entire action invalid. Public body means a governing body of all municipalities located within the state. That falls under our part of that commission. We are a municipality in the state of Oklahoma. A meeting is the conduct of business of the public body by a majority of its members being personally together or authorized. The meeting shall not include formal gatherings of the majority of the members of the public body when no businesses of the public body is discussed. If all 5 council members are in Walmart at the same time, they should not be discussing any business. Video conference exception, that a public body may hold meetings by video conference where each member of the public body is visible and audible to each other and the public through video monitor. No less than a quorum of the public body should still be present in person if the meeting site is posted on the agenda. The location, address, and telephone number of each available video site shall be on the agenda. The identity of each member of the public body and the specific site from which each member of the body shall be physically present shall be on the agenda. Once the meeting notice and agenda are posted and prepared, they cannot be changed. And to allow the public maximum opportunity to attend, anyone at a remote place from the video must allow public access to it. Must be open and accessible to the public. And any material shared electronically between members of the public body before or during video conference shall be immediately available to the public. This was changed during COVID, but what the state legislature in their infinite wisdom did, so that anyone who was video conferencing into a public meeting must do from the geographic area that they represent. So if it takes the point out of teleconference, if you're stuck to a geographic representation, which would mean if we did that, anyone on the board must be present in the board because that's where they were allowed. Hopefully, after COVID, we won't have any more of those. The meeting, the definition is the community informal gathering where a majority of the members are personally present and conduct official business. Again, personally present, gathering, and conduct official business. It is possible to have a quorum of governing board together that are not conducting official business. More of the conduct of business includes not only taking official action, but the entire decision-making process in which the public body is engaged, including mere discussion and deliberation when no final action is taken.
So we can all shop together in Walmart, different aisles.
I would still post an agenda if I knew the 5 of you were more to cover our bases.
But we can't all pay our dinner meeting and go sit down.
You can, as bidder, you just cannot conduct any business or talk any business.
And I promise you.
Sometimes by accident, sometimes it is an informal conversation, but once you lead into something city related, and there's a quorum that says we should look at this, we should think about this, we should consider this, that begins the discussion and deliberation process that is defined as the conduct of business for every meeting's act. So yes, if we are together at ribbon cutting or somewhere, we generally will post an agenda. Yeah, even if we have nothing on the agenda, but just for the public, the council's there, no business is planned to be discussed. Public body must provide specific public record keepers notice of the times, place, and dates of the meeting will be had. We filed this in December with all of our dates. We can change the meeting date within 10 days. Public body must post the time, place, and agenda for a particular meeting. We can't just stick a sign up saying city council meets here tonight. We have to tell the public what we're going to meet about and provide the information on it. Notice of the public agendas. Again, the date, time, and place must be in the prominent public view at the principal office of the public body or the location of the meeting if no office exists. Regular meetings require a 24-hour notice, excluding Saturday and Sundays. So our agenda publishes no later than 6:30 p.m. on Friday for Monday meeting. Special meetings require a 48-hour notice. And emergency meetings require as much notice as possible. While there was the AG's opinion on that, I don't think we click on that. While no statute or case law, the agenda should be worded in plain language, directly stating the purpose of the meeting, and the language used should be simple, direct, and comprehensible to a person of ordinary education and intelligence, and there is no definition for ordinary. Aside from these general conditions, should be that an ordinary citizen with no specialized knowledge of a particular board's prior actions and deliberations will be able to understand from the agenda what the public body will be doing at the meeting. During the meeting, while acting to encourage and facilitate and inform citizenry's understanding of government, the act does not guarantee a citizen the right to participate in the discussion or decision-making process at an open meeting. Attorney General's opinion 98.45. In summation, there's a link there if you want to read through all of it.
Okay, well, can you roll that back?
That's a general place and
Can
time.
you roll that back up?
Yeah,
Roll that
we
back.
missed that, the other one that you.
There's a link to this on the agenda. You can read this all at your convenience.
What, I'm sorry, what?
There's a link to this on the agenda.
Oh, okay.
You can read this all, it's all out there.
Oh, okay.
You can click on the links in there too. Also, the act does not prohibit citizens' comments. Opinion, OG opinion 9845 provides for limitations for participation and rules and policy. Places and times for meetings, the places and times that are convenient and accessible to the public. It's not advised for government bodies to meet at 2 in the morning, but 3 in the morning, your time is not convenient. And we also recognize that some of our residents and members of our community do work night shift, and the day is a good time to be there. That's why we video, we stream, we archive our videos for the public to access. Voting, all meetings of the public body, the vote in each meeting shall be made publicly, cast and recorded. No informal gathering, no electronic voting. I think that we're going to look as we review this and changing this is that we're going to change our roll call because we simply started on the end and gone clockwise. And although most of our things are 5-0 or blank nothing, if we do have a 2-2 split, it's always the last person sitting over here that makes that decision. So I think what we're looking to do is whoever makes the motion will go first, followed by the person who made the second, followed by the other council members, and the mayor will have the final vote. So if there is a 2-2 split, it falls on the responsibility of the mayor and not the same person over and over. That's what a lot of cities do, and just for that reason. Some cities have a lot of split votes, and the last vote has to make a decision. We don't have a lot of that. But in the event that we do, it should be the same person making that just because of what they're seeing in the table. Minutes are made available for public inspection. We post all our minutes on the website, usually the day after with the agenda section. The minutes are an official summary of the proceedings. They contain the manner and time that the notice was given, the members present and absent, and all matters considered by the public body, and all actions taken by the public body. Again, the basis for this is would an average citizen have been misled by the minutes in question? And they do not define average. So our minutes are rather general, but we also have video and audio backing it up in case someone wants more information, they can watch the meeting to see it. Executive sessions are under limited circumstances and only allowed attended by board members and individuals who are invited by the board because their presence is necessary to business at hand. No action can be taken in the executive session, it's discussion only. Action that arises out of executive session must be taken in open meetings, such as we did tonight. And the governing board must vote to enter executive session and vote to resume executive session. The good part, violations of penalties, any action taken in willful violations act shall be valid. Any person willfully violating could be guilty of error, fine of $500, imprisonment not to exceed a year, or both. Following the Violations Act, and these are both for willful violations, we have to intentionally, right. For a violation, any person may bring a civil suit. If successful, they shall be entitled to reasonable attorney fees. And the public body successfully defends a lawsuit, the court finds the suit was clearly frivolous, the public body shall be entitled to reasonable attorney fees. There are not a whole lot of cases around where the DA is charged council members or councils for willful violations of that. But that is the gist of it. Are there any questions? So what we are doing, and what this gets back to, is we have facilitated a lot of questions from the audience. Once we start discussing, that brings in the decision-making process, and we can leave an assumption that action is taken, even if there isn't a vote recorded.
Okay, right. So basically, we shouldn't be responding to questions that
They're not related to the item on the agenda.
on the agenda, okay, and would initiate something.
But it doesn't stop anyone, we moved the citizens' comments towards the tail of the meeting so that we get business taken care of. Maybe the questions might have been answered by the action that was taken. and then the council comments follows that. So there's an opportunity for a councilor to comment. One comment is not a problem, it's whenever 4 people start commenting, and I'll say, I think it's great, we should do it, and we don't bring it back on an agenda, it doesn't make something, and again, it's more of a perception than a cause, and like I said, I don't think the DA is gonna come on down with a conclusion, but I just think that we need to be in compliance with the open meeting law.
And some of the audience is speaking under that agenda item, and they ask a question like, does that ordinance cover what I just said? There's no reason why you can't respond and say, as far as I know, that ordinance is covered.
As long as it falls into the parameters of what the agenda topic is, which we got a little bit straight tonight, we were talking about updating the fees, and we ended up talking about solicitation costs.
But I mean, in the past, we kind of thought that we can't even address the audience when they have a legitimate question that can be answered. It's part of the ordinance, or, the police will take care of that. I mean, so not.
We should reference the applicable ordinance.
And not I said anything.
I mean, it's simple to say, we'll give you a copy of the ordinance after the meeting, email me, I'll send it to you, you can read it in its entirety, because we have a lot of ordinances, and I don't have them all memorized, and I need a search box to find.
Well, then you can say, look in the ordinance book or something. I mean, you can respond. I mean, I don't want to sit up here and just zip my lip because I'm afraid to talk.
If you have that opportunity to respond, that is not prohibited, the council from making a response, we just have to be careful if there's 3 or more making the same comments that lead towards action.
We'll see.
Jane,
I just have a question. When, I've looked at the,
I may not be able to answer.
okay, when you record the meeting, and I watched it, and then they have the translator that tells what the person says that's up there, or whoever's speaking, a lot of it's inaccurate. Who does the translation of that, do you know?
That's first learned about.
AI.
Yeah, that's not by AI.
I mean, it's so screwed up, so
But AI's getting better.
I just wondered who did that. That's
What she's saying is closed captions.
They trying to read, because you couldn't hear, because our microphone system is not great. I mean, at all.
I think it's as good as the users, because some of us don't like putting them close to our face.
Is that the time?
I'll keep looking side to side.
Is not the best for acoustic.
Is that the time you said?
One minute.
Council tonight, and it ended up in the caption, I love the council.
Now,
We're okay.
But when I'm out of town, sometimes I watch the meetings and I cannot hear, and then I try and read what they say when they show what they say, and it still is inaccurate.
No.
I mean, I read the minutes to see what, trying to understand what's happening, so I know who did the translation of that,
It's AI. It's when you choose the closed captions, that the AI in the YouTube is basically artificial intelligence. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, the computer is.
Okay. Are we all clear on that? That was just, we were just.
That was a discussion,
Gotcha.
presentation.
If you all have questions or further concerns or whatever, now's the time to ask them, make sure it's comfortable with what you're saying.
Okay, anybody else?
No.
Change that to vice mayor, whatever we're talking about. Say again, please.
I just need to get out and take a card.
We're all good with it?
Yeah, thank you for going over it. I think that was.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been presented with.
You have, this project's been a little while, Odell covers it, their mandatory fund, moving back to the trade, but it does.
Not as good as this one.
Well, again, let me give credit to that. This was presented and I've updated it, based on, some change. This was recently presented in 2014, updated by Sonja Reinhardt, who was the Senior Assistant Attorney General, and this was originally drafted in 1990 by, Mr. Rahman, who was the Assistant Attorney General. So it's been a great source document for this. It was not just me thinking, here's what's on it.
No.
Can I ask another question?
So,
No,
just so you know, we're not trying to be weird, we're not people.
Thank you, Nancy.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Just a question, because I just don't know it, where it says that it is, whatever, the number, where it's 250.S, and then it has that weird, what is that weird thing? Is it on the, you don't know what it stands for?
You gotta be more specific, I see a lot of weird stuff on there.
This thing right here,
Looks like two.
Oh, the subsection.
that stands for section?
Subsection.
Depending on how many
Okay.
You don't need to put it in a search bar or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Okay, thank you. Just trying to understand. I'm still, no.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for giving us that second chance. Okay, that would be, now we'll go to agenda item number 10, consideration of resolution 08-12-2024 regarding the city of the village open meetings transparency. We just did- or
Well, this is a resolution.
This is a resolution, okay. Okay. So now we're gonna have a resolution.
Make a motion to, since we've already just reviewed
Discussion.
and discussed, I make a motion to, in regards to city of the village open meetings and transparency policy consideration.
I'll second it.
Motion by Melody, second by Braxton, I'm gonna call roll, Melody,
Yay.
Braxton,
Yay.
Bubba,
Okay.
Dave.
Yeah.
Motion passes 4-0.
Consideration of, agenda item number,
We're on 14.
I think we've touched on it.
okay, those are all, okay.
I have to.
Okay. 14, agenda item number 14. Report.
Finance reports as of June 30th, to close out the year, for attachment packets. We do not have July yet, we're waiting on sales tax and a couple other things, so it needs to close. Should get those shortly, so we'll get to July's, out to you. Departmental reports were attached, there's some pictures of Public Works doing a partnership project with clean out the Village Drive drainage channel. We seem to do that every couple of years. I think we're gonna be doing that every year just because it kind of grows up a little bit. They did a fantastic job on that. Just to update you on the general obligation bonds, we're in the design process. Trellis Engineering is doing the streets, sidewalks, and drainage. We should have the streets ready for bid in September, sidewalks and drainage shortly. Laud is working on the parks. We should have an engagement letter from them next month for your approval. Library bid specs should be sent to publish tomorrow. Anticipate that contract being awarded in September after we have a lease with the library, which is happy to announce we have achieved acceptable terms of mutual benefit. City Library, and I got the final copy of that on Friday. Get ready just to look at it because we were in the city for other stuff for work, but I anticipate having that in the September meeting with us so we can exchange what we discuss. Looked around, it recognizes Kathy coming to the City Plaza, and I think what we're looking at doing is a tri-sign, triangle sign, similar to the other ones that are out there, that has a little bit about Kathy as a mayor and the city of Village, a little bit about Kathy as a mother, a spouse, a family member, a business owner, and something just about Kathy's general and how we're impacted, full state, and we're just us. So Sean is helping the works of on us with that, with help from the daughters, and Law has offered help design it, so that it matches everything else out there, it still stands out just a little bit. Our audit for FY 23-24 is underway. They were here a couple weeks ago. They have everything they need. They're getting it done. We are reviewing some fees, unlike our solicitation fee. Some of our other ones are 20-some years old too. Looking right now, our municipal court technology fee, which should be provided for our Digit tickets. So the software for court, we're not even close to paying what those are, what our actual costs are. And visit with the police chief on the impound fee. We do have a significant amount of labor that goes into impound vehicles and releasing impound vehicles and the process for how they're released. So we're looking forward to bringing that to you in the next couple of months. The mayor, Councilmember Sims, and I went out and did a quick business blitz and hit Wheeler Dealer, Harbor Freight, the comic book store, Delivery and Coffee, and sent some information on that. It's still a bit hot out there, so in September, October, we really want to work out based on your availability and your free time, and sticking some council members and some staff members together, and going out and literally hitting every business village and start building those relationships. And it's,
And that's real impressive. You guys did great, and just visiting with some of the owners and just the workers and things like that. You know, just exchanging ideas, letting them know that they're in a great area, and we're just kind of telling the village is, a lot of people that come in here don't know what, they don't use the village sometimes, you know. And so that's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, I know we all do too.
we just get together, bring out, visit a lot of wheeler dealers. You know, it's kind of like Meddy's, a new Mediterranean restaurant coming in, they didn't know, it's an open city address. They attended the file, and going to plan to build on the city, looked over everything, and said, wait a minute, you gotta take it to the village. So by the time we got it, everything was complete and done. That wasn't a bad thing, we're looking forward to the Meddy's coming up. Also, we're developing some, working with all the department heads, we're looking at some leadership development training for some of our future leaders and some of our supervisors. Resources from the Oklahoma Municipal League. They have the annual Leadership Academy. Kevin Reaver is in the OMAG Front Leader Supervisor course right now, which is amazing. We use Francis Tuttle Technology Center. They have the leaders development for supervisors, and then we have two that are going to attend the Oklahoma City Northwest Chamber Leaders Development Program. So we're looking at trying to get a path starting with the tech center, moving up the OML or the OMAG will probably be the third tier of that, to start developing our future leaders. And the best thing they really get is working with people from other industries and outside of where they normally work. But trying to build our future, prepare leaders so they're ready. And I would be remiss if I did not, in order to wish Chief Lynn and his wife Lisa a happy 31st wedding.
Congratulations.
And then your questions is.
Any questions?
I would like to just say that I was out on Saturday. I was submersed in the village on Saturday showing the perimeter after we used the light next to the library. We took a walk out of the village. We developed she hadn't been out here, the apartments. So I had to show her all of that, and as well as we talked about, we went to Maddie's Coffee. So we did talk about possibly, when you mentioned the business splits, those are all in my particular ward. So I was like, you know, some of these places I didn't even know were over here because they're tucked in each little space. So I'm looking forward to getting an opportunity to do that as well.
Thank you. And we're going to put a priority on our small businesses because they're more invested in the community, but a lot of our big box ones too. I mean, they employ a lot of people that impact us as well. So we just want to, and some of the employees working there don't even know they're working. But that's the one is reach out and don't be responsible for every business in the ward. We're going to split this up fairly.
Jeff, do you have any?
I just wanted to say that the Chief Landon and I filed an application this morning to basically clean out the evidence room. The evidence room, surplus evidence is no longer needed for investigations and things like that. So there's a special statutory process where the chief can submit an application to district court with like a list of property that's been in their possession more than 90 days. And it's no longer tracked investigations, and then there'll be a hearing on October 3rd at the county courthouse in Oklahoma City. We'll be posting those here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. There's a list of the property that's ordered to be either disposed of somehow, whether by auction, destruction, etc. So if you have it on that list, or if you find that list, and you have property, please go clean it before the hearing.
If they don't get their guns back,
In most circumstances, no.
We're not hoarders by choice.
So it's been a couple of years since we've done this, so this will hopefully be a more regular thing for twice a year.
You ever study that?
A lot.
Where's the cash?
There's,
Do they ever sell it?
multiple evidence.
Jane is saying what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be a big
Things that are not claimed, the judge will give an order at the conclusion of the hearing, authorizing their disposition and agreement in the application. So that'll be, either by auction, donation, some things can be donated to nonprofits, bicycles and things like that. And then other things that either have no value or potentially dangerous will be destroyed.
Who does the
I saw a hand earlier, did you
You
have?
said Oklahoma County, I think.
My question is more of a general information, it's also
Okay,
He was asking who does the auction.
Usually it will be done by Omnia.
Oh, those would be like what you said.
Various.
Combine all that.
It's not a
Save
single
the dollar.
dollar, it's really not.
That's one of my favorites.
Me too.
We were talking about he said there's not going to be an auction out in the yard here. So, not like the,
it's gonna be electronic.
electronic auction.
Okay. Now. Community comments.
Do we do the departmental report?
We did it. Yes, Dave, went through it.
They were in the packets, and
Oh, I see what you're saying.
the guys cleaned it up, they did a great job, using their mini excavator, and we had a lot behind skid steer. And, there's a lot of it, I'm pretty proud of it, looks pretty good.
That was a blessing.
Did they find
Had they
any
not done that,
bicycles or?
we would have been in big trouble.
It's definitely helped keep things moving.
Yes.
I was about to say, like, I probably.
Ooh,
And you said we're gonna start doing that once a year?
As needed, but it's been, yeah, we need to, we're staying on top of it, man. A lot of that depends on how much rainfall we get in the year, how much debris washes down.
Right.
we got a year's worth on Saturday. I mean, Sunday.
Fire department also responded to 108 responses with 90 transports. The average response time for both emergent and non-emergent calls was 10 minutes and 47 seconds. We also had 3 firefighters that we started the advanced AEMT course August 2nd, that started August 2nd. Deputy Chief Dayton Reese wanted to do it as the senior training officer of the department. He wanted to go through that, so he opened the state of his training line, Captain Gil Brawley, and firefighter Marlin. So we have, they will be instead of just a basic EMT, we'll be completely advanced EMTs. Police department won the softball game. I don't see it on the slide anywhere. He said he's gonna put it on there for about the next 9 months. They were kind of stoked and happy about that. Fire department's already practicing for next year. Yes, and they really doubled their fundraising goals. So thank you to everyone that shared that on social media. They donated, really making a special trip for our residents who participate. And then your questions, that's what the department's about.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we all want to know and be praying for our firemen. We have three of their wives pregnant. So we've got 2 babies coming in October and 1
Wow.
in January. So,
Oh, wow.
Well, everything comes in threes.
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, the comments have been moved, and if anybody still has to fill out their paperwork, that's great, but I'll go with what I have here to start off with. And the rest of you that have signed, still have your paperwork with you as you come up. Give it to me if you would, please. Okay, Karen.
Hi, I'm still Karen Sam Waltz, and I was just wanting to talk about a Halloween carnival that I'm planning for the community, October 26th. We have the Village Library helping us, so it's going to be super fun for kids of all ages. The time is TBA, to be announced. We're going to work through some things on that. I need as many volunteers as possible to help with the carnival, but also we want to do a trunk or treat. I'm hoping that the city will let us use part of the parking lot next to the Civic Plaza for people to park, set up a trunk or treat, and the kids will have a safe place to get candy and show off their costumes. So if anybody knows anybody who wants to volunteer for that or wants to sign up to be a trunk that will be trick or treated, let me know. I know it's in August, but as we all know, a successful event takes a lot of time and planning. And so just let me know if you do that. And I will be happy to answer any questions if anybody has any.
Well, if there's anything on these, I think it'll be fun.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Except I didn't find the old name.
Well, thanks.
Okay, Abigail Stout.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby from the library, and so what do I have? Well, it's the end of summer reading. It's not too late to pick up your prizes. You can still backdate to the beginning of June, but I did want to share that we met our summer reading goal of 12 million points. We actually got over the 30 million. So we will be paying it forward in the books to the chosen organization, Latino Community Development Agency. Last week we did the Crossings Community Nights event. I think they had like over 900 people, and we personally engaged with just over 300 and handed out 200 books to families.
That's the place next door.
Yes, it was phenomenal. It was so much fun. And then for upcoming event that we have going on through now through the end of September, is SAIL, Staying Active and Independent for Life with OPI, and that is on Monday and Wednesdays from 10 to 11 a.m. That's like that. Thank you.
Abby?
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know, my children were very much avid readers, and both of them volunteered and worked and participated in summer reading. And my son is now a special education teacher in Dallas, Texas, and my daughter is finishing up her master's doctorate in physical therapy. So I want you to know, the village library is really cut their teeth on being readers.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And they carved their initials.
Sure. Okay, Catherine Walker, and then it says Ridgeview is,
Richardson. I live on Ridgeview.
oh, okay, Richardson, okay.
First time I've been here,
Welcome.
so it's exciting. I've lived here 8 years, and I did some public service at the Oklahoma Arts Council in the 90s under Benny Price. So I was so happy going on in the arts here in the village. I will align myself directly.
There you go.
Well, then,
See what you learn at these meetings?
Yeah, I love it. I love my village. I searched a long time to find just the right location to move to after my mother died in 2015. It's a small place. I like that. It's affordable. I like that. And it's a quiet community. And also I can be closer to my portrait clients in Northwest Oklahoma City. I'm a portrait artist. I paint commissioned portraits of people in Studio M. And I live a quiet, single life and focus on healthy and godly pursuits. What a blessing it was when my new renter neighbor gifted me with organic eggs from the 6 lovely hens next door. Chickens.
You better not get too direct on that.
Not too direct. Not at all. Chickens not fed antibiotics. So good for us.
I'm not saying this is good.
So good for us. I'm into healthy things. I gladly gifted him with all my kitchen scraps, including their chicken's own eggshells, to feed them. They recycle all of it, other than put it in the garbage disposal and out our trash. We work together on mutually rewarding and connected relationship. Neighborly, community. That's why I moved here. It ended when he was threatened with large fines. And my generous neighbor was given 2 days to abandon his health-driven goals, leaving of having his own organic eggs. I think it's a misguided city ordinance. He lost, I lost, and I think some community lost. Other adjacent communities I discovered, including Oklahoma City, allow for 6-lane hens. Why must the village be behind the times and what is important to its landowners? So I'm asking to update this law on the books by reinstating a small freedom. It's a very small freedom. 6-lane hens, if we choose. Not everybody would choose that, but I like it. Some other people might like it too. So I'm asking to give us this small but important freedom. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm out of pre-submitted, so anybody else that wants to speak, please.
I just have a couple of questions, in regards to,
Really need the card for fill it up afterwards, please.
okay.
You can fill it out after.
Okay. My wife and I moved to the village about 3 years ago, and, sorry, my wife and I moved to the village about 3 years ago, and so we're relatively new here. I didn't know, in us forming the Village Arts Association, does the city have a chamber of commerce, or how I go about finding out even a list of perhaps businesses that are in the village limits, city limits? Is there a place or somebody that I can connect with to even find out that information?
The list of businesses in the village?
Right, like current businesses that are,
We don't have a chamber
okay.
to business.
I couldn't find one, so I just kind of understood.
There is a Northwest Oklahoma City Chamber of which we're a member. That's like from Bethany.
Partnership.
And, I don't know, but the full, I don't think that there were, the businesses come and some go, and it'd be tough to, somebody have to be really attentive to just that to handle it, but,
Something not part of like the city tax, collects taxes from businesses that are in city limits. So
it actually goes through the state. I guess there might be a list related to taxes, but the taxes go to the state and they redistribute to all the cities.
Okay. I didn't know exactly how that worked, but I thought somebody might have an idea. And I guess the splits that you guys were talking about previously may be just the best way to go about that. For us to just go visit and outreach to the businesses who might be interested in either donating to art files or hanging somebody's art or allowing bands to come in and perform or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, your arts association might be the initial. It's fledgling.
Fledgling, yeah.
It's-
That's who he is.
Huh?
That's who he's a part of.
Oh, okay.
I'm the recording secretary.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to get.
I got lost.
As much information. We're trying to get as much information as we can gather. Didn't know if you guys had a committee that you would assign for any particular events, promoting the church or anything like that, or if anybody was the chairperson of the committee for that. We'd love to get in touch with them as well if you have something like that.
I'm not aware of that. We're happy with that, yeah.
Okay.
But it sounds like there's a need that can be filled, and hopefully there could be something that you've tapped into by making us aware of that. So hopefully your group could possibly do something, maybe we could be a part of it. I don't know.
We would love that. We would love that. And I know John knows John, and we're gonna have, we're gonna have this jazz band,
That's not a
and support him to do that. But anyway, If anybody has any information or anything you'd like to share, please feel free to reach out to us or John. And we'll do our best to bring as much art as we can to our community.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other,
Mark, don't forget to fill out, thank you.
anybody else, have a public comments or thought? Okay.
Right.
I did tell you, shame on me.
That's
I've been so out of step with this entire agenda. It just slipped my mind.
Mine will be short.
Yeah.
Mine will be pretty short.
Just, to the microphone.
Okay. It's gonna be short.
Well, please come to the microphone.
It'll be short. I know they're usually longer, but
The clock's
you answered some of my questions already, so I can scratch those off, which is good. I want to congratulate Terrence Wright, former student of mine, so which is really, it is nice to see that he's been promoted. And I didn't know about Tony, and I don't know Tony's last name, I talked to him, that's moved over to the sewer department, and we're really happy for both of them. I mean, they're good guys and work hard, and that's good. And the last thing I wanted to mention was, and I don't know when your birthday is, but I know it's August birthday, we wish our city manager happy birthday.
Until next year, we're not celebrating birthdays, so next year.
Thank you, long day. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. That was it.
Thank you, Nick. Jane.
But if we throw you a birthday party, make sure you have an agenda for it.
Okay. New business, that would be us, ladies and gentlemen.
We're starting on that side this time.
Oh, me? Or,
No,
because
I
maybe
can go last.
Oh, you want to go
Yeah,
last?
we can go last.
Start with me.
Well, that's a special chair over there.
Okay.
You'll enjoy it.
It go be.
Thank you. No, I don't really have much. I did, want to give out a non-emergency number for the police station, if y'all don't have it. It is 405-751-9564. Sometimes you call 911, you'll get up from a city, and it's a whole process to transfer. So if you call a non-emergency line, you can get a quicker response if you need anything for, solicitors or such. That's what I found out that I have done when the aggressive solar panel people show up.
Good number to have.
It's a good number to have.
Can you repeat it one more time, Braxton?
Yeah, it's 405-751-9564. That's all I got.
Yes.
Councilman Sim.
Last time we talked about the dog park over here, would you restate, what we can do over there, the city of the village can have access to it?
Do you want me to update on
You the man.
that? Well, no, we talked last time that he's willing to donate it to the city. So we can basically do whatever.
Can I take my dog there now? Yes. Okay, good, because he bugged me. He saw a lady dog he liked, and so he's just mad.
Okay, now you can do whatever you want to say.
As Braxton mentioned, we're working to try to follow up with the owner and so kind of visit whether he wants to do a quick claim deed the property to us or a long-term lease. And improvements to it, it's a little bit, but it really is a nice little park. There's not as much shade as some that are designed around larger areas of trees, but I think there's some opportunity to enhance it and to serve the needs and ties in very well with City Plaza and everything else.
When I was coming here today, I noticed there hasn't been much use every time I drive by, but it seemed like there's been some use this time. It looked like the dogs were every time. So I'm going to.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We don't know what you're talking
The
about.
dog park right here next to City Plaza. I've got in touch with the owner and he's offered to kind of let the village either have it or do a long-term lease or something on it. As long as the village maintains it, he's an avid dog lover, and he basically threw up the fence and built a dog park so that his dogs could enjoy it, but he decided to let the public use it as well. And I got a hold of him through a connection with one of my clients, and he's willing to work with the city to do something so we can basically have a dog park.
Didn't we have that on our plans to do a dog park right there?
We planned, but the money did not come around for it, and we did other things first, and that put it off, so maybe this will.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the south side of,
Yeah, I know where it is.
Walmart for anybody.
Yeah, it's nice. That was my question, I don't have anything else.
Okay.
As I stated, earlier, as part of a report that I did, just take in the village, on, I call it a long tour, and, explaining to a friend of mine that was visiting, some of the beautiful things, the legacy of Kathy Cummings, and some of the beautiful part, you know, some of the improvements we have out here, and so, got to walk and greet neighbors sitting on their porches, and it was just so cool. And so I really enjoyed that, and I realized that we live in a community that is very special. I mean, I've known that for a long time, but it is special. I always hope that it keeps that feeling to it, and I know that that is the goal of everyone that's up here, as well as those people that attend these meetings, that we want to keep the village as a beautiful place to be. And then I had one other thing that I wanted to share with you. As I stated, part of my walking tour on Saturday was using the equipment there at the library. And I wanted to just kind of throw it out there. Anybody interested, I'm hoping to be more accountable if people will meet me there. But I am thinking about doing some kind of wellness initiative where we just start meeting anybody that shows up. It's nothing formal, but to start meeting on Saturday mornings at about 9 a.m. And if you meet me here, we'll work out together. So.
How long is your day?
Well, anybody that
That
meets
day
us,
over.
yeah, anybody that meets us there, it's nothing formal, but I at least wanted to let you know. If you didn't know, that equipment is great, it's a lot of fun, and I got a really good workout, so I'm looking forward to using it more, and
That's good. Anything from you, Jeff?
I already gave my departmental report, so.
Okay. Another.
Pending negotiation of the final settlement agreement, we'll have the possible case.
And we can announce that next.
he said he already gave his report, so.
No, that's okay. He didn't say anything, you know.
But, I'm sorry.
Sure.
When he said that, I caught the cross lens, but I met the young lady that does the crossings, workout classes, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So when she shares that information with me, we have a schedule for free classes at the crossings on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. When I get that information, I'll be sharing with you. I was trying to check my email, but for some reason, I'm not able to get a connection. So anyway, I should have it by next time, but, yeah.
It's great. I went to that.
You went to that? Okay. She was running, and we were under overhang, so it had started sprinkling and raining while we were out there working out. But, she was running, so she ran up and she was stretching and stuff after her run. So we got to chat, and that's when she shared that information. So I look forward to sharing that.
Are we not continuing the yoga in the park? You know, we usually stop during the summer, then we pick it back up in the fall. You know, and Sean took it over when Kathy.
Yeah. I haven't talked with Sean whether like you, but would you be happy to be the lead volunteer on?
Not me.
I'll ask Sean.
But they had a following, and the group, you know, worked out and stuff, and that's the other deficit.
Because I noticed we got patches of the turf there in that area, so that'd be perfect. Anyway, I'm sorry, that's it for me.
Very good. Okay, I guess it's fine. This is not official business, but a meeting at Maddie's.
Oh, yes, I was supposed to mention that. So I do a community coffee gathering at Maddie's, usually every other month. Or Saturday is when I try to go for. David's come, Sean come, Braxton comes, Susie comes. It's just a lot of fun. There's no real agenda. We just like to meet our neighbors. You know, some people are long friends that they went to high school with. Just, we sit, we have coffee, we have, you know, histories, we get to know each other. It's really a fun time. It is Saturday, the 24th at 10:30 a.m. this month. So we would like for anybody and everybody to stop by.
So what's Maddie's?
Maddie's Coffee Shop. It's in Cassidy Square. They have
the best scones.
the best scones.
We like cheese, cream cheese, the cranberry one.
I haven't said
And absolutely no village business.
Oh, no. We don't discuss business.
Talk about the village.
Okay. Secondly, our Oklahoma County Commissioner is going to.
This is the city leadership.
Oh, it's not for the whole group?
It is now.
It's on, it's September 32nd.
Oklahoma County Commissioner District 1, Jerry Lamar, makes her rounds all these things throughout the year. Just visit with the city leadership, just we have a great relationship with them. Just wants to know if there's anything they can do to serve us and assist us better. So we department heads, myself, and mayor, vice mayor. So when we can't make it, then we'll extend it. We're going to keep it to less than a quarter, so that can be full.
Oh, I see.
Gives her a chance to learn a little bit more about the village too.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys, right, we don't want an agenda, I see.
Okay, and lastly, on behalf of the Bennett's and the city of the village, we wanted to welcome our newest four-legged resident and a new addition to the Bubba Sims family.
Aww.
That's pretty good. He's my rescue dog. He rescued me. I have 4 of these sitting on the cabinet. I'm like, hey, you want a treat? I'll just start throwing a couple out. And years come up. I love it, thank you. He looks kind of like this dog, as a matter of fact.
A little bit.
He sleeps on the couch, and every morning when I see him, I move the couch, he's like this. His dog's back is straight up. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So now instead of showing pictures of my neighbors, you see pictures of my dog.
We'll have that after the close.
But thank you. Oh, you'll love it.
There's one more thing.
New business. Thank you all, gentlemen, ladies.
Surprise, usually there's no new business.
Well, we're making history. It's everybody's first time we've had new business on the agenda. Frequencies we put on the truck schedules on a special meeting. I'm going to.
Oh, we get on here for the dish.
Oh, good to see you.
This is our lobby. Last night about 8:45. Keep your eye on the admin bill. Magic.
Oh, wow. From the inside.
Why not see glass over there?
It's coming from the inside out.
So that happened last night. Not very exciting, but always great to get phone calls.
And I thought that was fiberglass.
No, it was real glass. It used to be plexiglass back in the day. It might be plexiglass. My biggest concern on this was it was a structural damage. The windows don't break. We met with Cowan Engineering, a structural engineer. They came to see us on this afternoon. They couldn't explain it. There's no damage to anything else around there. The frame's not twisted. The block around the building, everything's fine. It could be something as freaky as a thermal dynamic. The air conditioner kicking on, the right temperature, humidity, the door opening, the door closing, changing pressure. But we are very fortunate that the project came replace that glass. We did have, with the water, we think we had some drains that didn't drain fast enough from the roof that got into the pans. under the air conditioner, and so go to the drain, came down a couple of hallways. So we've had a few point repairs on the roof. I do not think that it's either Lomax has an adjuster out today to measure, but since we're here, I would like to look at emergency declaration. In the event that we do that, then keep in mind, this began at about 8 o'clock this morning, trying to look at the worst case scenarios on everything, pursuant to city code. We can declare a state of emergency by resolution. This is very small.
Can you zoom, that's me, you can zoom in.
Oh, it's right here. It's down at the
Bottom.
oh, yeah, that
Whereas approximately 8:45 on Sunday, has 11, the communication center brought staff at the window at the administration counter shattered. You saw that, there was no vandalism or tampering. After staff arrived at City Hall, necessitated multiple leaks in the ceilings of the administration area, and heavy rain accumulation reported during the weekend, and the impact to health, safety, and welfare of the community impacted by several leaks. The window shattered under cause its prohibited effective operation of services. To resolve a state of emergency, authorize repairs to City Hall to relieve the impediments to efficient service in the community. Further, the emergency repairs are authorized for material, labor, engineering, architectural design without competitive bidding, in the way of normal purchasing procedures and policies for temporary repairs, and proclamation in effect until repairs are completed or deemed resolved by the city manager. I don't think that this is going to be more than a competitive bidding act is, but when the window blew out in the middle of an interior building, I was worried about structure. And I
because that was glass, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so again, I think it's probably a couple thousand to replace the window, or a shampoo the carpets, or the air conditioning, you leak, and just the amount of rain that we got.
Interesting.
So it's not as low and dreadful as I originally thought. It's not bad about it. But just as a precaution, I would just ask that you consider approving this in the event that something changes before the adjuster's report.
And for the record, a majority could approve the declaration, but we need all 4 of you, we need 66% or more to approve the declaration to be able to competitive bidding.
Okay, we're there.
Yeah, it is at the end of this.
Okay.
Make a motion?
I'll second.
Motion by Bubba, second by Braxton. Bubba?
No.
Yes. Braxton?
Yeah.
Melody?
Yeah.
David?
Yes.
Thank you, motion carries.
I'm so glad about it.
Thank you all for coming, thank you for hanging around, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We are adjourned.
Do I know her? Yeah. No, I don't know any, well, I don't know anybody. I don't know how old my mother is, but I'm 89 in 2 days, and I live by myself in a house. What's my girl said, I don't know, I don't answer.
But I do let them know I'm there. So that they don't try to
Well,
break in.
if I
tell them, "Oh, I'm
don't,
not
if I
interested."
can call through the door, well, I have a little peep window. And I, call through the door and say, if they're trying to set, you don't have to open your door to everybody. And that's what I was gonna tell her, but she
We'll
let,
do it anyway.
but she doesn't need to, and she needs to learn not to.
Exactly. I completely agree. And there
I got it.
programs for older adults to learn how to handle situations like that. I feel like that's the way I handle it, and I think I always will. But there are other people.
Well, I just think that for her, People that can pull on the street. That's our responsibility.
Some businesses. But not every business. So the other thing is directly, they need to show that something else comes in. But really what we are looking at is becoming retired. We want to get out and be doing great with it. Whatever it is, we're also and see what that petty crime. We don't have a business that's working with 14. That's something. So we need to we're working on other things, a lot of people in the West City, I think we want to cover some of that, and other things that would be a benefit to get started your core business.
I don't know.
Chances are, like, they don't change five, oil change guys are not gonna be the people that we're really want to use it with, unless they just wanna sponsor.
Oh, you